Hey guys and gals, and welcome back to my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Now, last we left off, well, I arrived at Kiava Gama, and we met the Fabricator General. Well, not the Fabricator General, the Fabricator Censor. And yep, sure as hell, he turned to chaos. And in today's episode, I'm hoping I can, wait, who the hell are you? Dying Tech Priest? Hello? The pile of human remains, carelessly tossed together, emits a suffocating stench. The torn, gutted bodies that once belonged to Tech Priest, but you cannot spot even a glint of metal anywhere. All of their implants are gone. Suddenly, one of the ravaged bodies makes the tiniest movements. The tortured man's lips move ever so slightly, his half-closed eyelids twitching. The man can barely breathe without his respirator implant. It is a miracle he survived the horrific vivisection. But it takes you a single look at the gaping wounds where the occupant was ripped out to realize death is only a matter of time. As if having sensed your presence, the half-dead man looks at you and sharply inhales of hot air. Machine spirit, deliver me. The binary requiem came from Pascal's voice, sounds solemn and grim. Upon hearing it, the man's mutilated face twists into a weak semblance of a smile. Brace yourself, I shall help you. The man grasps violently, as if the very thought of terrifies him. No, I was robbed of the grace of Deus Mechanicus. Waste not your effort, and hear my confession. The holy Magi, they succumbed to heresy. The rest were stripped of their true flesh. Defeat the heresy. Preserve us, deliver me from erring. Sacrifice, living blood, from vessels of the true flesh, while their heart is still beating. After that, oblivion. His eye grows glassy. I know you would come. I've waited so very long. Deliver me from my torment. What a horrible fate, to be betrayed by one's own. I test that the three categorical requirements for assigning the status of martyr of the faith have been met. Opposition to the enemy, preservation of adherence to dogma, and a brutal death. Requesting the right to extract their subject's organic matter for it to be used as the creation of an honorable servo skull. The man who is minutes from death wheezes weakly. It is an honor. I am thankful for the right to serve. What's this? I can get this, but let me let's do this. Something flashes in the man's eyes, as if your words have allowed him to gather what remains of his strength. Grit his teeth, he barely raises his head and fastens his mad gaze on you. May the Omnissiah strengthen my will. May I renounce the dissonance of variation. No, machine spirit, angel of the Deus Mechanicus, that I saw the Fabricator Censor himself, ripping the flesh out of our tech comrades, and chanting a litany over vessel of corruption, sarcophagi forged from corrupted metal, unholy shells designed to house evil. He lets out a weak howl. The Fabricator Censor does not serve the Omnissiah. He obeys a different power. The one whose herald came to Kiava Gama at the onset of the insurgency. His mouth spewing lies and corruption. Fear him, for he is. The words escape the man's mouth along with his last breath. Having spent the last bit of his strength on his confession, he goes limp in your arms, forever this time. Okay. I get nothing. Yeah, I get nothing. Nothing here. Do I get the skull? Wait. Huh. Okay, whatever. Assault scanners? Running data, greatest. Ooh. Archetype battery, depleted battery, electric tubes. Oh yeah, grenades. Let's get one firestorm. You're okay. You're okay. Okay, weapon-wise, I need something with a lot more penetration for you. Like, this is good and all, but it's just not cutting it. Fractal blade. Crap, I don't have any guns that could match. Yeah, I don't believe so. None of the guns can match. Your hotshot last gun, not really good idea. Unstable flame ray. Let's give you a bolt pistol. Sure. You got plasma, so you're good. Yeah, let's get myself this. Sure, why not?
I won't tolerate weakness.
And if you hear that, sorry, but somebody's playing fireworks again.
What is that?
What the hell?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oops. Nothing over here?
Nothing escapes my sight.
Of course.
Follow my lead.
Argenta?
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. I better myself through my service. Doubt is for the weak.
Over here. Alright. Let me save. This broken but okay. It is discovered local data contents collected by either previous operators or the machine spirit itself. Using your access, you study the archive stored on this cogitator. At first glance, the record is like typical shipping report, but after further reading, it becomes apparent that the focus here is not ore or assembly parts, but occupants extracted from the living tech beast and spent mass. The flesh of the victims killed during either during or for the sake of the machine rituals. The log looks damaged, the lines are uneven, and some of the values seem impossible. After a few minutes of studying the records, you feel your head begin to swim. A story that can only be comprehended by a twisting mind touched by chaos corruption. Very more like sermons some mad chaos worshipper. The law clearly read from someone else's words. Mention the heart that exudes virtue and the cradle that rocks the child of truth. Okay. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh.
None shall stand in my way. We need to investigate.
Of course.
The Emperor favors me today.
Where does this thing? Oh, over here.
Duty prevails.
Okay. No, this one.
Never doubt me. It's about time.
Nothing here? Yeah, nothing here. So, let's go. Oh, you're Jay. I thought you were a tech priest.
A new challenge for me.
Oh, this is the door. Okay. System accepts the access code. The clanging of bolts indicated the door has been unlocked. Should I go here? This clearly looks like a boss fight area. You wanna let me mess around with this thing first? Ah, of course. You know what? I want to see what's behind here. So, what is this? Oh. Oh.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
This is bad. The screens of this country here shows a scrolling line of repeating lingua. Okay, okay. Where am I? A new area. Of course.
None shall stand in my way.
There's nobody here, right? Doesn't look like it. Nope. What? Numerous wires and pipes run through the filthy cages, which are filled with what looks like a conglomeration of human bodies. You cannot make out who it is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness, while the mass of flesh twitches and shudders. Oh no. Henrix cast a scrutinizing eye over one of the cages before withdrawing his weapon and approaching to examine what lies inside. Careful, Henrix. Look at it. Henrix gestures towards the cage closest to you. Through the metal bars you see it truly is a pile of human bodies, or something that used to be. The monstrous deformed bodies has fused together in places, while others were severed using saws and knives, leaving wounds seeping pus and slime, wounds that are undulating and sprouting tendons, rods connected to wires that run to a nearby cartridge hair bristles across the flesh. One of the human heads turns towards you. Mercy! Every attempt to speak caused the mutant pain, but he bears the agony and forces out the words, Mercy! Make it stop! Do this. You examine the pulsating mass of flesh. The creature in the cage seems to be composed of several bodies joined together. You see no sutures or other means by which the separate parts could have been connected. Among the layer of meat, you can discern large knots of muscle, various limbs, exposed bones, parts of face, and entire head. Only warp sorcery is capable of creating such an abomination while preserving its ability to live on. What is this? Henrik takes in his surroundings and once again fixes his attention on the contents of the nearest cage. I'm beginning to have some idea. The Lex mechanic mentions the inhabitants of the lower levels who has been imprisoned in their homes. He said some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to those poor people in their own home, and now they're studying the result. Yeah, this one. To know the workings of the dark sorcery means to allow corruption into oneself. Henrik skulls. These are warp mutations, no doubt. Perhaps there was some side effect, and that is why they were brought here, to be connected to sensors and cogitators. Even fallen tech priests who have rejected the unsired are driven by a perverted hunger for knowledge. Why do they hook up the cogitators? Carefully studies the screens of the computing machines, Lingor Technus, corrupted by scrap code. I'm sure it's unlikely we'll be able to extract anything of value from their data crypts. Thinking, Henrik clutches his fists and bites down on a knuckle, and then recoils when the mutant from the nearest cage reaches a hand out of him through the bars. You! A female face watches you from within the gloom of the cage. Even though half of her head has been turned into a mass of bones and lumpen growths, her single eye looks at you with a surprising amount of intelligence. You promised us! Her words are echoed by other voices in the depth of the cage. Henrik leans towards the cage, but a sufficient distance to ensure that the mutant cannot reach him. Who are you talking to? Why did they promise you? Who are they? You took us from the Inferno. You promised us a reward. You! Her face contorted in a grimace, and the creature's lips stuck together like a melted wax. I'll be damned. They can still speak. They remember the people who did this to them. Henrik balls his fist in powerless rage. Then he frowns in thought. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw the fragments of knowledge out of them, or it will trigger further changes. What do you want to do? My psychic abilities allow me to affect the human body. It is one of the most effective tools to use against individuals who resist questioning, but you're suggesting that I wanted to use it. I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. The effect of warp energy will likely lead to an explosive reaction. I do not know the precise mechanism of this mutation. The result could even be more monstrous than in its current state. Dude, just let it go. These guys are basically hurting. Okay, just end their suffering. You're wrong. It is our chance to find out more. Extracting some good from suffering is the only thing that will justify the torment of these unfortunate people. It's how they can serve the throne one last time. Oh, whatever. Henrik hesitates for a moment, then closes his eyes and raises one hand. You are enveloped by a otherworldly chill. The mass of flesh in the cage suddenly rears up. The mutant wretches open its glued together lips and begin wailing frantically. The shrieking is echoed by a chorus of howls and tortured moans coming from the nearby cages. The mutant changes before your eyes. The tumors recede like an ebbing tide, revealing an emaciated woman's face twisted in agony. The woman grasps for air, stretches her now mobile neck, and exclaims, "Liar, you promised to kill me! You promised me deliverance! Every one of you told me to have hope and the pain will go. Accept the truth. For that is hope. My only hope is to be freed from this pain. Please make it so. Make it The lump of flesh behind her head shudders and sends out smooth, fat tentacles that cover her wailing face and drag it into itself. You feel the pressure in your ears. From the cage you hear a steady, almost imperceptible sound that fills you with despair and horror. With a sigh, Henrik lowers his hand and looks at what the creature within the cage has become. A wetly gleaming mass of meat and gristle that no longer bears any hint of its human origins. It pulses rigorously, and that's it? The lamentations of dying people? No, not just that. What is said about hope sounds like a lie of chaos, which it uses to take root in weak minds. I believe the corrupted tech priest repeated this phrase like an echo of what has been instilled in them. Whatever the cult of the Final Dawn is planning, false hope is a key component in their plan. It is a lead, a small one, but still a lead. That's then. But do you know what bothers me, Rogue Trader? The number of people here. There are too few. The lower levels of similar manufactorums are inhabited by millions. What happened to the rest of them? Henrix shakes his head. I know I won't like the answer. Let's go. We still haven't done what we came here to do. Okay, at the very least we don't have to fight. So that's good. Something over here. I'm guessing this is the main thingamabob. Yep, the data vault. Huh. An auto gun. Wait, aren't these guys packing las guns or something? Well, not las guns. Plasma weapons? It doesn't look like it, but they do have a lot of armor. Yeah, like it's 50%. This is gonna be hard.
We shall prevail!
Wait, you know what? Before that... Can I not, like... Aha! Here we go. I was wondering how the hell I get this thing. Endure, charge, unyielding guard, wall of rock creep, follow me. Break through the lines, mortal strike. Daring breach. Reveal light. That's your time. What's the command? Okay. Reputation biography. I need to do more Imperialis. Yeah, I need to do more Imperialis things. Oh well. Let's see. How do I want to approach this? This one? Oh, I'll hurt them. Let's do this.
Suits my purposes. And you'll die quickly.
Oops. Crap. Eric's, come over here. No, not you, Jay. Pascal, sure. Cassia. Stand over here. Damn it, can you not stand? Oh, because of the thing. Okay, whatever. Stand over... Crap, there's no good cover for you. Stand over here. Yeah, maybe here. Jay, you stand over here as well. Sister, crap. You stand over here. First of all... Machine spirits.
My competencies are not that universal.
Crap. Let's do this.
Your prognosis is fatal.
Do this.
Damage to serve.
Burning. No, if I do this. Yep. Crap.
Running
This?
my errand go right.
Okay. Oops. Oh, okay. At the very least, they're packing autoguns. Ow.
Where knows no pain.
Henrix, come up here and, Ooh, you'll be a very... Okay, first of all, how should you?
for the throne's glory.
Good. And then a sail. No. Yeah, you.
Naturally.
Crap. You. Yeah.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
You do it again. Yep.
I won't object to it.
Come up here and you get a good shot.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Huh. What the hell with these goddamn... Hey, can I? Huh. What does this do? No, come over... No, come over here.
Emperor, give me strength.
And then do... Yeah.
Me? To insist, Lord Captain.
Really? Voice of command, Pascal. Ow.
These group flashes are choking me.
Yeah.
Posing was your biggest mistake.
Really?
You didn't stand a chance.
Beautiful. And you're... Pascal... Come over here.
Calculate the viewing algorithm.
Really? You know, let's do this.
Request approved.
Beautiful. Good, 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 good. Okay. Come over
I
here.
know what I'm doing, usually.
What the? Really?
Wanna see a trick?
Okay, come over here. Oh, you've got it.
Get me a target.
On it.
Let's see to it.
Okay, melter guns are really good against tech priest. Alright. Let's see. No, not this. Damn it. Okay, whatever. Let's just do this.
My trajectory is suboptimal.
Okay, First of all, Warhammer. Okay, come over
Lord
here.
Emperor, move through me.
Yeah, whatever.
Fire in my heart.
Oh, you're on fire, alright.
The
Alright,
Emperor commands, I act.
this one.
Faith without deed.
Okay. Now, please, whack him.
My binary override. A significant value.
Beautiful. There's no more all the guns.
Victory awaits.
Okay. Nothing around here. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Let's try this data vault. The massive cogitator grows out of the metal bulkheads like a grotesque tumor. A hollow roar sounds from deep within the metal housing, whatever spurred the computer into action. It has enough power to supply a small command center. As soon as your eyes fall upon the cogitator, you feel a tingling in your temple. Every nook, every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness. One that is difficult to explain but no less palpable for that. It is as though the construct itself defies the laws of physics and perspective. Nurse makes a warning gesture. His voice, ringing slightly with tension, is with disquiet. Stop, let go. This is a creation of the arch enemy. Don't go near it. You have done enough for me and my mission. Don't put yourself at risk now. As soon as Hendrix takes another step towards the cogitator, it emits a deafening shriek like hundreds of metal needles driving through toughened glass, as though sensing the stranger. Wincing, Hendrix approaches the control panel and bends down towards these screens. Despite the heat clogging the room, you feel an ice-cold breeze. Hendrix is clearly using his psychic abilities to try to fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. The Messiah's grace has not touched this object. This mechanism was not desecrated but born flawed and unnatural. Iron most profane. Pascal inherently produces a data slate, initiating observation law. Let not fear stand in the path of knowledge. You just said this thing is an abomination, yet you are going to immerse yourself in it in order to study it? Doesn't that Doesn't the thought repel you? The tech priest raises his uncompromising gaze to Jade. Squeamishness is not a relevant factor. I have conducted the relevant assessment. The risk of spiritual harm is acceptable. The importance of obtaining information is critical. Let's just wait and see. A minute passed, then another. You watch as Henrix examine the cogitator, his eyes scan the screens, his hand darting from the reel to the lever, sometimes hovering uncertainly over the next switch, which immediately receives a coating of frost. At some point, you hear his voice, almost a whisper, barely audible above the clang roaring machine. Sacrifice. More and more sacrifices every minute. Henrix looks at you, his eyes darker now, appearing almost black in his white face. Hecatomb determinants. The womb of this cursed machine is down on the lower levels. The auxiliary enumerator controls the system for delivering molten waste under the manufactorum's main building. This cogitator is fueled by the energy harnesses from thousands of people who are flowing beneath our feet as slack waste as we speak. But I cannot even imagine the reason for sacrificing all of these people. It's inconceivable. Now we know why the fabricators had surprised this monster so highly. The cursed tech priest and his associates creating something that went beyond the limits of the Messiah's power. The machine is designed to process myriad possibilities using warp sorcery. It has almost finished its task. It's predicting the future now. Henrix, are you alright? He tries to muster a reassuring smile, but he came out looking more like a grimace. I'll be fine. It's predicting the future? How is that even possible? Do not attempt to gain any insight into the essence of the machine corrupted by the arch enemy. At least, not if you value your soul. I have encountered the heretic's mechanical abominations before. To truly fathom the nature is to allow a particle of death into your heart. Henrix is silent for a few moments, but the fruit they bear, no matter how abhorrent their instrument, the fruit they bear could be useful. Henrix stares sternly at the cogitator screen. Yes, let's allow this machine to finish its calculations. I wish to know what precisely the cult minions were so desperate to see in the future. Perhaps, if we were to increase the power, it would be finished sooner. Henrix, we're treading on very thin ice here. We need to let the cogitator finish his task, otherwise thousands of people would have died for nothing. Let's do this. Henrix facilitates for another moment, and his hands came to rest on the cogitator switches. I will accelerate the process so that everything is over as soon as possible. The cogitator screens flash, and the guttural roar in its depths turns into a frantic shriek that seemed to contain the death cries of thousands. Henrix? What happened? Henrix bent over the keys and flinches as if from an electric shock. His head snaps back unnaturally, and you see his lips moving. The cogitator lets out a roar that growls louder by the second. Oh crap.
I should have cut the power. The Screamer of Siege. Yeah, this thing I believe is like... Well, it's one of the demons of Siege. Well, that's for sure. Like, when they say something about fish that swim in the sky, I believe this is what they said. Like, what they're talking about, what they're describing. I don't remember what this thing specifically do, though. So there's that. You. Okay. Expose wingless. Okay. Like, what are you weak to? Okay. No. Can I hit you? Holy crap. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Hello? Oh, whatever. Ugh.
How dare you?
What the? What happened? Williams?
I'm enraged.
This one?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Okay.
Doubt is for the weak.
Sorry, Jay.
I'll remember that.
What happened? Wait, you already have, yeah, it's waiting. Current adept. Do I do this to you again?
Running by their own right.
Let's do this. And now... Okay. Alright.
The Omicide Council comprehends.
Ugh.
My luck finally run out.
Oh, crap. Yo, Jay. Who has Medicaid? No. Okay, just... Really? It's not?
If only that were possible. Do not dare ask.
Oh, crap. It is.
Nay. That is foolishness. If only that were possible. I'm afraid not.
Okay, whatever. See.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Wait. Yeah, just expose weakness on you.
Please contrary to nomadic protocols.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Just like you.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Right?
I am here incarnate.
Sure, why not? Come here.
I shall not be on. Already done.
Please allow me enough
Nothing I can't do.
AP to kill this thing.
Nothing of value.
Beautiful!
Ooh. Eric's kept goes back to the broken down cogitators, spends a while examining the instrument panel, and then disconnects a component resembling a data crypt, which he quickly stows in his cartridge belt. That's what this machine was put into operation for. Countless symbols and numbers containing knowledge of things to come. I hope my specialist will find a way to decipher the corrupted code. I hypothesize that my service will not be needed. The disappointment and resignation are clear on Pascal's voice. You are correct, Magos. I'm grateful for the help, but unfortunately, I must conceal the fruits of our labor from you. Eric glanced around the hall. As you have seen, my caution is well founded. Pascal's voice let out a heavily static-laden sigh. Restriction recognized as valid. I saw something happen to you. What happened? Henrix jerks his head and waves away the question. His movements sharp and unnatural. We'll talk about it later, but right now... Henrix's eyes settled on you. I must thank you though. Without your help and cooperation, I doubt I would have reached the depths of Kiavagama and learned the truth behind my agent's dispatches and reports. I would never have ended up here, and I would never have succeeded in hampering the cult's activities. My business on Kiavagama is concluded. It is time to return to the mission that brought you to the industrial world. The only thing I ask of you is an audience when we return to the ship. Okay. So that's it? Can I at least loot this thing? Nope. Oh well.